Good morning, my reader friends. My name is Erin, and welcome back to my BookTube channel, where today I will be reviewing Rough Love by Summer Cooper and Sienna Chance. This is a fictional dark romance biker love story, and it is so beautiful. This is book 3 of the Screaming Demons MC New Territory series, and in that series we have readers also enjoyed As far as an in-depth summary goes, Sage is the leader of the Screaming Demons biker gang, and his girlfriend, Mia, are having date night when a young woman claiming to be Sage's former girlfriend shows up. Sage's former girlfriend, Laura, was in the military and was killed in combat, so how is it possible that this woman is Laura? She doesn't even look like Laura, and she doesn't have the birthmark on her stomach like Laura had when she was alive. Sage and Mia both wonder what this woman is up to, and they are absolutely appalled that she is disrespecting the dead by stealing somebody's identity. Besides, the woman's name isn't even Laura, it's Lorraine. Sage and Mia then return to their apartment, and Sage tells Mia all about his past in the military. It is said that Sage keeps quiet about his past, so Mia doesn't exactly know all the details until now. Later, Sage promises Mia that he will never leave her for Laura, even if it turns out that she is who she claims to be. He takes Laura's fingerprints to disprove that Lorraine is actually Laura, and I think, yes, that is a good choice. Lorraine then shows up at their apartment, and Sage shoves her away, telling her that if she is Laura, she's a part of his past, and that his past is behind him, and he is with Mia and only loves her now. Sage and Mia then have their friends take Lorraine away, not wanting the police to be involved because there is some illegal stuff that goes on with the Screaming Demons biker gang. Sage and Mia are intimate, and then Sage takes Mia out for a breakfast date, and he swears to Mia that she is the only one for him, and that his love for Laura died when Laura died. When Sage and Mia then get back home, there's another love scene that is extremely steamy, and Sage winds up telling Mia that he loves her. He has never said the L word before, and although Mia feels the same way, she is overwhelmed that he said the L word first. Mia wants some time alone to process, so she heads to the bar and is about to get to work, but she gets a call from Sage telling her to come home straight away. Sage called Laura's parents and asked if they heard any word on anyone mistaking her for dead, but no. Laura is gone, and Sage still has no leads on who this woman pretending to be Laura really is. This woman, who is obviously not Laura, may be dangerous, so Sage calls up his friends Fiona and Greer to find out the Omens, which is a rival biker gang of the Screaming Demons, is actually after them. Sage and Mia then meet with their other biker friends and have a bar party for some reason. Yes, a party is the perfect thing to have when you're being stalked by criminals with access to guns. What could possibly go wrong? With the Omens now after the Screaming Demons, Sage decides to destroy all evidence to drugs, guns, and everything else illegal, so he shuts the bar down, yet decides not to burn the bar down too because there are too many good memories in the bar. Now, Sage and Mia get back to their house, and Sage realizes that he wants to marry Mia, not just have her as his girlfriend forever. So he plans to propose to her at the right time. In the middle of the night, the woman claiming to be Laura has stalked them back to their home, and she is one of the Omens. She is after Sage and Mia. Lorraine and the Omens break into Sage and Mia's house and plan on burning the house down with them trapped inside. Sage and Mia then escape, but Mia is unconscious and has an out-of-body experience. Now, once Mia awakens, she tells Sage that she loves him too, and they run through the forest behind their house and make it out alive, thank God. And then Adam, who is a friend of the Screaming Demons, opens his house to Sage and Mia, and they wonder what a normal life would be like. Sage and Mia, however, would not have met if it wasn't for the Screaming Demons, so they opt to stay in their biker gang no matter the danger. Adam promises that he and the Screaming Demons will take care of the omens and there is nothing more to worry about, and Sage is very grateful. He is also not doing any illegal drug and gun and girls stuff, so that's a plus. Sage then proposes to Mia, and they get married and have a reception party at their bar. And since Sage and Mia's house burned down, they now have a house on the beach where they can watch the sunset every evening. Now, through all the trauma that Sage and Mia have both been through, they finally get their happily ever after, which I think they both deserve. My thoughts on this book? At first, this novel actually has a really puzzling plot. I was wondering, what was the plot of the novel, because it isn't explained outright or in much detail, so this was more of a narrative with a coming to acceptance storyline, and I was wondering if there was more depth to the book. My question was, why did Sage not want to involve the police in this fiasco with Laura/Lorraine? I didn't understand it. I mean, if you did have a stalker, shouldn't you be safer than sorry and get the police protecting you? However, I did realize that this is an illegal biker gang, so now I understand why Sage didn't want to involve the police. I am an idiot, and I forgot this biker gang was actually dealing with illegal stuff. My bad. I also respected Sage's transformation in this book, especially with his feelings towards Mia. He pushed her away for so long, but then he accepted that he was in love with her and he wasn't afraid to share each and every part of himself with her, which I thought was so beautiful and so romantic. The pace of the book picks up halfway through, so if you're waiting to get to the action, give it some time because this book is so intense you will not be disappointed. Plus, Lorraine is a cold, heartless, homicidal psychopath. I wonder what would have happened if Sage really did fall for her scheme. I mean, no, of course not. That would never have happened because Sage is too smart to think that a person who obviously isn't his ex-girlfriend is his ex-girlfriend. All in all, I may have started out disliking this novel, but I've actually really grown to love it, and I think it deserves a 5-star rating. The only thing that I think is sad about this book is that it is so unknown, and I would hope that this book series is read a lot more, and I highly recommend it. One more thing about Rough Love by Summer Cooper and Sienna Chance. I actually did an advanced search online for books under $2, and I got this book for $2 and some odd cents, and I thought, wow, that was a steal. And that was a really good choice for me because I absolutely loved this book from start to finish, and it was just so cool. Again, I highly recommend it. As far as ratings go, I could only find 3 ratings that made sense to me. Amazon and Goodreads both rate this book 4.4 out of 5 stars, and my rating 5 out of 5 stars. This book is so beautiful in a narrative sort of sense, and as far as reviews go, this book is filled with intrigue, twists, and heat. This was a fitting end to this captivating series. It's a fast-paced continuation that will keep you engaged from the very start. This is a brilliant story that I would recommend to anyone. This was an awesome story. Give me more from these authors. Also, this series is a roller coaster of emotions and experiences from loss and grief from the past and from the present. I would most likely have to say that this will be a definite reread sometime next year or around Valentine's Day in the next couple of years, but I am so happy I got this book, even though I don't have the first or second book. in this series. However, I don't think that this actually needs to be the whole series, because this is great as a standalone on its own, and I loved it. I really, really loved it. Anyway, that is all for today, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my BookTube channel to get more videos like this, turn on those notifications to be notified when I have a brand new video uploaded. Keep on reading, and have a great day, everyone!